So do you have experience driving these?
No, this is my first time. I've never done it. Come on, let's try this hill.
Okay. Is there airbags in here?
You are the airbag.
Well, that's not good.
At least, I think it's what you do. This manual was in Russian.
Oh, going down there! Let's see how fast we can go down the hill.
We can take it easy and warm up to it.
No, you just jump right in.
No.
This is where Broncos fear to go.
Oh, God.
Let's go down here.
Well, what's down here, man? Do you know the trails?
I don't know the trails.
Oh, hold on, Jay. Oh, God.
Let's go swimming. Oh, better than I thought. Perfect, we're running from the cops.
They ain't trying to kill me. We definitely just almost died.
This thing is great. You can really drive it over just about anything. Even with the bumping and sliding, the Sherp safely cradles you like a baby.
Oh, my God.
Speaking of babies, how's Kevin doing?
Oh, God. Oh.
You gotta stop. Jay, stop. Jay, you cannot kill Kevin Hart.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Okay. All right.
No, hang on. There you go.
Okay. This is me living my best life. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Does it feel different?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I have a steering wheel. So on this one, there's no steering wheel.
Right. Try that rock over there. Go over that way.
Oh, God.
No, it's good to have your hand on the controls. Just as, you know.
That's a black people thing. When things happen,
Yeah.
we do that. It's all since my childhood. Oh.
So the other one, Hang on. That one. Hang on. There you go. You got a little more gas. A little more gas. You got it.
I'm a natural. I almost killed us.
Doing good.
Well, I told you I off-road. I almost took my shirt off.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can't say I ever knew Bessie Stringfield, but I did get to meet her. We met, almost 30 years ago when I was inducted into the Motorcycle Hall of Fame, and she was inducted also, and that was really an honor. And she was certainly more deserving of it than I was. I was just a guy on TV who liked motorcycles, so publicity-wise, you know, it was kind of cool. Whereas she actually did it. You know, she was a true pioneer. She broke down barriers. She, braved all the things African Americans went through in the 30s, and as a woman, I imagine they was sort of twice as bad for her. So I think she was a real pioneer and certainly more deserving than I was of being inducted into the Motorcycle Hall of Fame.
I'm up in the hills of Malibu, California. The motorcycle I'm riding is a 1936 Harley-Davidson Knucklehead.
The Knucklehead was a real milestone motorcycle for Harley-Davidson. It was their first bike with a production overhead valve V-twin, which was revolutionary back in the 1930s. It was on a bike just like this that a woman named Bessie Stringfield made her name. She was the first African-American woman to ride across the United States by herself and went on to complete 8 solo cross-country trips. I actually had a chance to meet her at the American Motorcycle Association exhibit back in 1990.
It's a great American story. And every year there's a group of ladies that gather to help honor her. And they do these motorcycle rides from coast to coast, up and down, north, south, all across the United States. We want to hear their story and Bessie's story as well. Hi, you guys.
Hey, how's it going?
How's everybody doing?
Good. All right.
Nice to see you guys.
Yeah, I was just looking at you. I was like, look at our bikes compared to that bike.
Well, you're driving the big fancy modern bikes, man. See, this is what Bessie would have driven. She had a 61 like this.
True.
Yeah, yeah, cool. You all rode out here, so
Yes.
do you do this, what, every year or every couple
Every
years?
year.
Is this the hardcore group, the 4, and then you have stragglers you pick up? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
yes.
Huh?
We have a good core. Most of them are long distance riders. We have some ladies that still like to camp out.
Yeah.
They do tents and. Well,
But you're a hotel girl.
I am a hotel girl. I am a hotel girl.
It's okay.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
The Bessie Stringfield tribute ride started a few years ago with just 6 members. But as they spread Bessie's inspirational story, more and more women have joined the ride every year.
Well, good. Let's sit down. Let's go talk about Bessie in a little bit. Come on. So how did this get started? When did you first hear about Bessie?
I read the AMA Hall of Fame had
Right.
something on her and that she had been inducted. So when I saw that, I was intrigued. And
Right.
looking at the bike, I'm thinking, cross country on
Yeah.
that bike by yourself,
Right, yeah.
Jim Crow times,
Right, yeah.
you know, that's a lot.
At a time when most women didn't even drive cars,
Right.
how did she get to the motorcycle?
Bessie started riding, it was a gift. Her first bike, the Indian,
Yeah.
was given as a gift at the age of 16.
Okay.
And then she started riding cross country at the age of 19.
Wow.
And to pay for her trips, she would do tricks at carnivals and do flat track racing.
So she was that skilled a rider?
Oh,
Because
yeah,
I heard, didn't
definitely.
I read, she won a couple of events, and then when they took the helmet off and saw she was a
Wouldn't give-
woman,
absolutely, they wouldn't
no,
give her the
they wouldn't
right.
give her the trophy. You know, we just take certain things for granted now. You want to
Right.
get there, you get in your bike and you go. But
Absolutely.
back in the 30s, being a black woman and a woman traveling by herself,
Right.
well, we did an episode on our show about the Green Book.
Oh yeah, I saw that episode.
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah.
And it was a place where black folks could travel around the country and be safe. You could stay with other black folks. There'd be
Right.
hotels that were black only. And that's what she did, too. That's what she did.
And we don't have to do that. You know, like I said, I'm a hotel girl, so I can walk straight through the front door,
Right.
you know, be served and not have a problem, you know. And
Well, let me ask you. I mean, I still see discrimination with motorcycle riders.
Oh, yeah.
Do you still get that being a black motorcycle rider?
and female.
Yeah,
Yes.
and female.
Yes.
Now, how are guys with female riders? Do you still get some of that? Like, what are you doing riding?
Is my husband around?
No, you're not here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
No, you still, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys are guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not close to what she went through. I'm sure of it.
Right.
So
this is why you do this.
absolutely.
How many folks you get for the ride?
Right now we're up to 350. All
Oh,
females.
wow.
All females. We have pep rallies where we teach the education of riding motorcycles and, you know, taking care of your bike, the maintenance of it. And, you know, we talk about things that empower women to be better.
Well, that's great. I mean, anything that empowers young girls to kind of
Absolutely.
get out and do their own
and do
thing.
something different.
And do something different.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's great. So you don't need a guy. You can go riding.
True. My ride name is Curves.
Curves.
Yes.
If I was riding with you guys, what are you thinking? What would I be?
J. Cool.
Jay Cool, you know, that's not bad at all. I used to be Chinzo in high school, so that's actually much better than Chinzo. So yeah, that's right. Jay Cool. So where do you go from here?
We're going to Wisconsin. Would you like to go with us?
I can't go to Wisconsin, but I'll take a ride with you. Sure.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Good. Don't tell your husband I said you look cute in that helmet.
You too.
That's just between us.
Okay.
I'm honored that they asked me to be a part of this. That's why I brought this old motorcycle. Between me and this motorcycle, that's like 140 years. The oldest guy on the oldest bike. Well, that seems fair. You never know how you're going to wind up in life. You know, Bessie just liked to ride motorcycles. I bet she never had any dream that she'd turn into an icon for literally hundreds, if not thousands, of young African-American women, as well as motorcyclists around the country. Oh! Come on, Fox, get it!
You got it.
I know you won a Grammy and an Oscar. If you win the Indianapolis 500, I'm gonna be pissed.
I'll tell you when to start turning. Keep going. Keep going. Whip it. Oh! Yeah, baby.
Wow, nailed it in one try. How about that?
Yeah. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yes, sir. And that's it. Good job, bro. Nice.
I'm a man.
All right, boss, what's up next?
All right, so Jay, it looks like you got this on lock, man. I think it's time you go ahead and try this course by yourself. I'm gonna stand on the outside there. Jay, why don't you hop up in the front seat so you guys can enjoy yourself?
Rock out.
All right, brother.
Stop.
Knock it out.
You're not abandoning ship, are you?
Copy that.
Leave me with the crazy man.
Crazy indeed. Crazy.
All right, you guys, seatbelts. Get it, Jay.
Let's ride out to the honeycomb hideout. Let's see.
Of course, no car stunt is complete without driving through a bunch of stacked up boxes that never seem to have anything in them. Well, I think it's fair to say if the acting, singing, comedy thing doesn't work out for Jamie, then let's fall back on stunt driving.
Good work, Brother Fox. Thank you, my friend.
I'm not racing you on a Viper. What the hell? Vipers, no one has these days. There's probably 2 in the world, and you have both of them. No. I mean, I'll race you, but like a real world car, cars that people drive, cars that I drive. Like a minivan.
Minivan? A Viper against a minivan?
No, minivan against minivan. Yeah.
All right, a race to the race. Let's do it.
All right. You dummies ain't buckled up. See, I bet you that Leno, he's not gonna do this. Y'all probably need crash helmets. Riding with Jay. Okay. Here we go. Nice and easy, huh?
Apparently she shops for World War II rations.
So how was soccer practice?
Come on, pick up the pace.
Uh-oh. It's okay, that's okay. Wasn't much.
It's like she's looking for a parking space.
I do not speed. I'm a black woman. Speeding is not my thing. And we are done. Look at that. It's all good. Now let's see how Leno does.
Oh, I should win this easy. Ready, get set, go.
Oh, Lord. Oh, I'm gonna have to get that car detailed. Good grief. There's egg dripping out of the car already.
I think I won that race.
Oh, that was fast. You ready to make some omelets?
All right, so an egg broke. It's not the end of the world.
Okay, let's see what's going on back here. Jay, you killed the kids.
What are you talking about?
The kids are dead, Jay. Did your father put the seatbelt on the kids?
You didn't say anything about putting seatbelts on.
You just do. That's
You know
just
something?
something you know. No. Oh my God, my poor baby. Look, somebody lost the arm. The girl lost the arm, Jay. This is not supposed to happen. Look at this. This is a mess.
All right, let's see the final tally. Wanda's time was 4 minutes, 53 seconds with 10 broken eggs. At a 1 second penalty apiece, that gives her a final time of 5 minutes and 3 seconds. My initial time was 1 minute, 49 seconds with 400 broken eggs. Oh, some kind of special 10-second lost limb penalty. Where'd that come from? I haven't even heard of that. And a final time of... Really? 8:39?
We call it a draw.
No, we'll call it a win for me. This is a win for me. Big win. Loser. Loser. Egg smasher. Dummy killer. Winner.
JB, what's going on?
Hey, man, what's going on?
Now, see, the name of this episode is Larger Than Life. So we wanted somebody whose personality is larger than life and whose car is larger than life. What is this, 67, 68 Lincoln?
68 Lincoln. I call the stinking Lincoln 68.
Yeah. Now, were you always a Lincoln guy, or was ever Cadillac, or always big cars?
I'm a big American car guy.
Right.
You know, this is the kind of car I grew up in. I was raised in North Carolina, you know, moved to New York City when I was 5 years old, and this is the kind of car you ride down from New York to North Carolina in. With mom would fry chicken and wrap it in aluminum foil, and that would be your trip. You didn't have the money to pull over and eat at restaurants and stay at hotels. You pack your dinner, you pack your lunch, you pack your breakfast, and you put it in a greasy paper bag, and you drive down North Carolina, 9-hour trip. Whole family in there. Sometimes be 5 or 6 in the back seat.
So what was the first car when you made it? Because you're a big star now, but when you first made it, you're gonna get me one of those. What was
The Lincoln is the car I always wanted. And
this model, or?
It didn't matter what year it was.
Right.
I really wanted a convertible. And then I got reintroduced to the convertible Lincoln by watching Entourage. You know what I mean?
Right. They had that nice one, yeah.
I watched Entourage. Every time the car would show up, I said, when's that car getting paid? You know what I mean? That car needs to be on the credits, you know? You know, that car should be on the credits, man.
I like what you've done, blacking out the trim, turning all the chrome sort of black gold. Was that your idea? Was that a customizer's idea?
The original car was white.
Right.
You know, he painted it black, the original owner. Then I looked at it again. I said, man, I'm gonna go with Detroit steel look. So I said, you know, I'm gonna wrap this baby. I wrapped this baby, and I said, I wanna keep the black moldings on it.
No, it looks good. It makes it a bit modern, a bit sinister looking.
Sinister, that's the word, you know.
So this car is constantly evolving.
The car has evolved to what you see now. This is actually really my dream car.
Well, let me ask you a question. How much did you tell your wife you have in this car?
You never tell your wife.
No,
exactly.
No,
You pull it back a little bit. You never tell them the exact.
Yeah,
exact.
you can't.
You leave a zero off.
You just leave a zero off the
Leave
end.
a zero off everything.
Now, you're one of the few hat guys I know, and you always look good in a hat. When did the hat thing start?
I always loved hats, man.
Yeah?
My dad always wore shades.
Yeah.
And my dad always wore a hat. Isn't that something?
Yeah. Where do you even buy it? Do they have hat stores anymore?
Jay, I know the perfect place, man. I'm gonna just call it a hat connoisseur.
Yeah? So you really get your head into it, is what you're saying.
Oh, really, man? Come on, now. Come on. A good hat must wrap the face the right way.
Yeah.
You can't just wear any kind of hat.
You sit here?
This is my spot right here, baby. I'm gonna show you what it means to be a hat man, brother. You gotta get out. I gotta lay my baby down right quick. Yeah. Daddy be back. Okay, Jay. I'm gonna show you how to wear a hat.
I'm touring the east side of Detroit with Motown legend Martha Reeves in a car I picked out just for her.
So when was the last time you rode in a 65 Mustang?
Do
Been
you
a
know
while?
I have never ridden in a Mustang?
Wait, you've never ridden in a Mustang?
No, this is my first time. My first Mustang ride.
So tell me about the early days. You grew up here. Did you knock on Barry Gordy's door? Did he discover you?
Well, you know, we used to have amateur shows all the time in the different theaters, and I won an amateur contest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the hits followed. But while Martha's career was flourishing, jobs were moving out to the suburbs and social unrest was growing.
Now, I remember a story. Were you on stage once when the riots broke out? Have I got that right?
Right at this wonderful theater right here, the Foxx Theater.
Right.
I was getting ready to sing, and somebody beckoned me to the edge of the stage. And I thought something was wrong with my dress, or I'd put on the wrong shoes or something. But I could hear sirens. And they said, Martha, you got to tell everybody to walk out of here calmly. There's a riot that's broken out. We got a curfew. Everybody has to be home by 9. And the armed guards are in the street.
In July of 1967, economic pressures, the summer heat, and long-running tensions between African-American residents and the police erupted in 5 days of violent riots.
I imagine you've seen the city change quite a bit since you were making the hits here, huh?
Oh, yeah. Because of the riots, a lot of things changed. People moved and people went out of business, yes, and decided they'd take their business to the suburbs.
Give you some perspective of just how massive the exodus from Detroit was. Between 1950 and 2010, the city lost about 1.1 million residents. That's more people than are in San Jose, California, the 9th largest city in the U.S. They left behind tens of thousands of abandoned buildings, and the effects were devastating.
So what made you stay after so many folks left?
Our job was to be an example. You get over a crisis and you continue your life.
Yeah.
You can't run from reality.
But there were those, like Martha, who stuck it out and helped turn things around.
Is this Heidelberg over here?
Yes, we're entering Heidelberg. Wow. That is so clever. There's Tyree. We're gonna be on the Heidelberg television show. All right.
Jay, have you ever been on television?
This is the first for me.
Martha, you ever been on television?
No, Heidelberg television, no. This is the first.
You know, this is really a big screen. This is, this high def stuff is unbelievable. It likes the hands coming right at you.
Yes.
Come right at you.
Let me turn the set off.
Yeah, turn it off.
Hey. Hey.
Mr. Tyler Perry, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
How are you, my old friend?
I'm good, man. Good to see you.
Well, nothing like making an entrance, huh?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, you look like you're doing all right driving a Rolls Royce.
This is a statement piece, man.
A little different when you first came to town, huh?
Yeah, in my Geo Metro.
Yeah. How do you even fit in a Geo? Would you head out the sunroof? How did that work?
It was a convertible, thank God.
Oh, is that right?
It was a convertible. It was a convertible.
So what was the first car you bought?
My father gave me his van. Now, this van was the tackiest van. I used to think I was like, oh, man, I'm doing it. Everybody's looking at this van. It had a picture of the van painted on the side of the van with dollar signs coming out of the van, with money coming out of the back of the van in the picture.
Why? What was that supposed to mean?
That we were rich.
Oh, I see.
That's exactly what it meant.
Why don't you just write rob me? So do people think you were crazy, but like, oh boy, he's going into show business. Why doesn't he get a real job? This isn't going to work. I mean, was there a lot of that?
Oh yeah, my mother wanted me to go. She's like, listen, just go down to the phone company, making about $300-400 a week, get some benefits. That is a good job that'll carry you through the rest of your life. You'll be fine.
And did you ever have a regular job?
I've had every job, man. I worked so much. I was selling used cars and bill collector and shining shoes.
Now tell me about bill collector. How you don't strike me as, I mean, you're a big guy, but you're not an intimidating guy.
It's all in the voice, Jay.
You must have gotten sworn out by every possible combination of swear words.
Yeah, but you know the good thing about it, it helped me deal with agents in Hollywood.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It helped me deal with agents in Hollywood, so you can't out-negotiate me in a contract. So.
That's so funny. I can't stress how impressive Tyler's rise has been. As if writing, directing, producing, and acting wasn't enough, in 2015, Tyler Perry opened Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta. I mean, who owns their own studio? What made you get involved in the business side of it? And what made you think you'd be good at it?
I didn't want to be in this business and have somebody else be in charge of my material, my catalog, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, when I wanted to do it. For me, freedom represented owning my own studio.
Now, you've made Atlanta sort of Hollywood East, for lack of a better word, because your studio is even bigger than Warner Brothers out here.
Isn't that something? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, 330 acres and 12 sound stages. And still building. Really excited about it.
So what's next? What's on the bucket list? What do you want to do?
I'm just trying to be a good father, man.
Yeah,
Just want to raise this kid right. Make sure he knows the value of a dollar and who he is, what his worth is, and how hard I've worked. You know about God and faith and just being a good person. I just want to raise a good person.
So, when do I get to drive this baby?
See, it was my car, I would say no problem. Maybe you could talk to him.
Okay, well, let's go see the owner and see if he'll let me have a little whiz in it.
No, I don't want you to take a whiz in it because that would be a bit of a problem.
All right.
All right.
See you in a minute.
All right.
Hello, Mrs. Bond.
It's Miss Bond.
Whatever.
So, I hear there's a key to a car. The Aston Martin. Can I drive it?
A woman driving an Aston Martin? Yeah. I don't think so.
Where are you going?
Not going anywhere.
So, can I get the keys?
No.
Give me the keys.
No.
Give me the keys! Wrong pussy! Give me the keys! What? Hey!
How was he?
He was on the fence, but he gave me my own key.
Good enough for me.
Let's go. Oh. My name is Bond. Gina Bond.
Well, you are what you drive. That's what they say.
Well, let's do it.
Punch it! I don't know about you, but I think she likes it. I need to show her the machine guns here.
This is a car that speaks of your place in the industry.
Aw, thank you.
You see, you're a big star. You should have a big car. And they don't come much bigger than this.
It's gorgeous.
3 tons of fun.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Hop in.
All right.
This car seats 7 for dinner.
For dinner?
For dinner.
Oh.
Comfortable back there?
Yes, sir, I am.
So growing up, what was the family car? Was there a car?
We didn't have a family.
You didn't have a family car? How'd you get around?
We got around with public transportation.
Oh, riding the bus?
We took the bus and had the train.
Main Street, Chestnut Street. I hate that sound.
So that really inspired me to work my butt off because I always wanted a car.
And what was your first car?
My first car was a BMW.
A BMW?
Yes.
I thought you were going to say like a 78 Chevy.
It was a BMW. I wanted to be like, I think it was Kelly or Donna from 90210.
Yeah, that's funny. What was the first car that impressed you? Were you going, oh my God.
Oh, it was a Range Rover.
Oh, Range Rover.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I just thought it looked like such a cool car. It looked like luxury and it looked like sporty at the same time.
Now, you're a car girl. I know you got the Jag F-Type. That's a really fast car.
Oh my God, I can tell you like some of the most amazing moments of me driving was definitely in that car.
Did you ever get any tickets?
I got one ticket in that car.
How fast were you going?
About 120.
120?
Yeah.
And what happened?
I got a warning.
You got a warning.
I got a warning.
A warning at 120. Did you use the car as sort of a rolling studio? When you're writing and composing, would you do it in the car or would you just strictly do it in the studio?
No. I do it in the car too. I feel like I got some really good ideas or like it was always something going on the street. I just always felt like I could listen to it and catch a vibe in there, write in there. I think it's the best way to listen to music. Does this have air conditioning?
No way. Air conditioning wasn't invented until about 1940. So, Michael, what came first, football or cars? Which was?
Cars.
Oh, cars came first.
Cars came first. That's why I play football, so I can buy cars.
That's exactly the right answer.
That is, you know what? That's why I work now. So many people say, you can retire. Why are you working so hard? They don't know that I love cars.
And cars are expensive.
And they're expensive. What really got me into cars was I grew up in Germany, the youngest of 6. And my brothers were all into cars. My dad was into cars.
Right.
When I was a kid, he used to have reel-to-reel of just sounds of racing cars.
Yeah.
So we used to listen to that. And in Germany, my brothers on the school bus, great cars would go by. That's my car. No, that's my car. I beat you. We're fighting over cars that we did not own, that we could not afford to even put the gas in.
Did you learn to drive in Germany?
I learned to drive in Germany.
So you could go 150 miles an hour?
Autobahn and put the pedal down.
Yeah. So tell me about that transition from football to TV. Was that hard?
It was fun, and I found that it was something I enjoyed doing. It was a lot easier to get beat up for a living. And then it just kind of spun into other things.
So you've been able to be a kid your whole life, basically?
Absolutely.
Yeah, just play sports, not go TTV, talk to pretty girls.
Never had to grow up.
Yeah, exactly.
Strahan may be a big kid, but when it comes to giving back, his heart is almost as big as his head.
All right, keep on working on it. Oh, I gotta put it back. I love doing a lot of charity work. The charity I stick with now is the St. Jude.
Now, do you find a lot of these kids share your love of cars, or
I actually have one of the kids at St. Jude.
Yeah.
Loves cars. Can we make her day? Maybe I think she'd love to see your collection.
Bring her. Is she gonna come see us today?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
If you don't mind.
Of course not. What's her name?
Her name is Brooklyn.
Oh, that's kind of cool. That's a cool name.
Man, I appreciate you being generous.
Well, let's go do it. We'll head back to the garage.
Let's go. Thank you for the ride. Oh, no. Yes. Brooklyn.
Hey, there she is.
There's your buddy.
Come on. Hello, baby.
Well, I got a car that's just your size. Be perfect to go to school.
I love it.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Yeah, because you're 9 feet tall. The guy who just ripped his headphones off was the sound man. I've got a Jaguar that's just your size. It's a 1959.
Whoa.
Press the horn. There you go. Hey, Brooklyn, you know that car there was in the movie Cars?
Let's go look over here.
Oh, look over here. That Jeep is older than Michael. Can you imagine? How old do you think Michael is? 60, 70? How old do you think he is?
36.
Ooh! That's what I love.
How old do you think I am?
36.
36, yeah. So we look alike is what you're saying. We look the same age.
Well, the fish and I are strapped into BMW's latest track-inspired BMW M4. The 2015 model boasting 425 horsepower and 406 foot-pounds of torque.
Let's give it a shot.
All right. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me back there. You got me, Jay?
Yeah, I got it.
You're gonna have to talk loud. All right, go ahead and start them up, guys. Look at the start button there on the right. Press that. Okay. Jay, can you hear me?
What is that?
Can I say cuss words on your show?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Uh-oh.
No silly publicists, no makeup artists, just two celebrities going head-to-head, pushing each other to the limit. At least until the catered lunch arrived.
All right, run it hard as it'll go, man. Go.
Whoa! I can feel it getting ready to slide. Whoa! Baby!
Smooth brakes, get it turned. All right, Lawrence, as you come off the corner, put the power to it.
Woo!
Do it. All right, bring it on in and stomp that brake hard. All right, very nice, man. Good first run. Pull around and restage it. Jay, you can take off. All right, second gear, and Jay is on it. Wow. I think he's been on one of these tracks before.
Woo! Damn!
All right, Jay with a 33.11, quick, right out of the box, man. Nice job.
Thanks. Leno, you're making me look bad.
Okay, looks like I got the fish out of water, but now I have to stay in front.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you for talking me through that.
As you go faster, you got to brake sooner.
Right.
Not my rule. I
Got
don't even
it.
like it. It's just how it
That's
works.
just how it is. Okay.
All right, drive it like you stole. Go. Yeah, now he's carrying some speed.
Woo!
Jay, on the launch, if you brake torque it,
Yeah, it doesn't like it.
you're,
Okay.
you're better to just
Yeah, I figured that
put
out.
it down,
Yeah.
and it'll give you even a better launch, yeah.
Oh, look at that. He's got a good time.
Yeah, man, 37.579. Fantastic, man. All right, Jay, let it rip.
The stuff that you told me about braking, that seems to be the key to this.
A little wide on that one.
Cone down.
Leno!
Oh, 29.346. Cool. But we had a cone flying in the air. 2-second penalty on that one. I'll have to check. That might be a defective cone.
Defective cone, that's what it is. Well, that was fun.
That was awesome.
We got to get a couple of these.
The car or the track?
Both. Now, does your wife get this, or is this just, oh, that's Herbie, he's got this weird thing with the car? I mean, does she get it?
No.
Now, Miles was a big car guy. He had Maseratis and Lamborghinis. Was he a little jealous when you got this car? What do you think?
Miles didn't know I had bought this car.
Yeah.
So after the gig was over, he said, look, I'll give you a lift home. I said, oh, thank you, Miles. I'd love to, but I drove my car here. So we get downstairs. Miles looks at my car and says, cute.
Cute.
Cute, right? Because he was driving, you know, a Maserati. Anyway, I get in my car, I pull up to him in his car, light turns green, I floor it, Miles floors it. So when I get to the stoplight, I have time to pull out a cigarette, light it.
Yeah. It's gonna be cool waiting for Miles.
Yeah, and I'm like puffing on my head. And then Miles pulls up on the side and he says, what the heck is that? That's not exactly his words, he had another word, right? And I said, it's an AC Cobra. Miles said, get rid of it. I said, why? He said, because it's dangerous.
That's funny.
And then he cut right out.
That's funny.
Went straight ahead.
That's great. And how many miles you got on it?
It's got to have a couple 100,000 miles
Oh, a
on
couple of 100,000.
it. And it was my daily car. But then it stopped being my daily car when the value of it started going up.
And Herbie really went out on a limb to get this thing back in 1962. He paid about $6,000 for it, which was a lot of money. But today, it's worth an estimated $2 million.
Now, was there ever a point you were tempted to sell it? Like, man, I paid $6,000, it's worth $60,000 now. I should get rid of it.
There was. I almost sold it for $10,000 one time.
Wow.
I had no idea that this car would appreciate.
Cars didn't appreciate back in the day.
No.
For me, it doesn't get any more bucket list than this. Driving through the hills of Los Angeles with one of the world's greatest musicians and one of the world's greatest cars.
What a thrill that is.
Oh, thanks, Jay.
It is. I mean, it's two American icons, the Cobra and the Hancock. No, it's really great, man. I mean, thanks for this.
Well, this Cobra has a rhythm.
It does have a rhythm.
Yeah.
It's got a heartbeat.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I like that. That's
very cool. See, your Tesla's never gonna have a heartbeat like this.
That's right.
Blows Herbie the Love Bug away.
Well, that was their goal when they designed it, to blow Herbie the Love Bug away. You know what it is?
Well, is this the same car they use in all the James Bond movies?
Well, yeah, this is Aston Martin. This is the latest one, the DB11. This was in the last Bond film. Pretty cool, isn't it?
This is incredible.
Come on, let's put you inside and see.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh my God! Look at that interior. Oh my God! And look at this wood.
Right.
And suede.
Yeah.
And leather. Oh my God! Look.
You know something? Don't ever play poker.
Oh.
Salesmen see you coming.
This is
ready to go for a ride?
I'm ready, man.
Let's do it.
I'm ready. You think I could trade in my minivan?
Oh yeah, yeah. Almost an even swap.
Oh, this is good. Oh man, my butt feels good in this.
I don't want to hear about it.
Oh, that's purring like a kitten. I always wondered what they meant by purring like a kitten.
Means it purrs like a kitten.
I feel like Bond, man. Judi Dench is in the trunk.
So you grew up in Flint, Michigan. That's a car town, right? That's Buick City, isn't it?
Buick City. My dad worked for Buick.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
My grandmother worked for AC Sparkplug for over 45 years.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. That's all we knew. I never even saw a foreign car until I moved to California.
Oh, is that right? That's funny. So did you want to be in football or in Hollywood when you were a kid?
I was an artist, painting, drawing, the whole thing. I had an art scholarship to my university.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Before I had a football scholarship.
Wow.
But I actually thought I was going to be a special effects artist.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because once I saw Star Wars, I was like, this is it. You know, movies like Alien, Star Wars, all that. I was really into that.
Oh, that's interesting.
But then a friend of mine invited me to an audition. First thing I ever auditioned for, I got.
Oh, okay.
I've lived like 7 lives, man.
Yeah. So what's the next life? What do you see? I mean, is it show business to stay, or would you want to be a full-time artist again and do all that, or?
Well, you know, I'm designing furniture now.
Oh, is that right?
I have a furniture line.
What kind of furniture?
It's modern, very modern.
And what's the first piece of furniture you sold or designed?
A sofa called the Ibis sofa, but it's really sleek, and this is why I like this car. No extraneous design.
No wings, no scoops.
No wings, no spoilers, because design is all about simplicity. Because, you know, making things simple is really hard.
Right, right. Just put your foot in it and see what it does. All the way to the floor. Well, thanks for bringing a little extra energy to the show. We really appreciate it.
Oh, I got you, Jay. Thank you so much, man. This was a dream come true for me.
So Herbie the Love Bug is out?
Herbie's done.
All right, it's Aston Martin time for Terry.
Yes, Black Bond.
That's right, the Black Bond.
You know, I'm gonna take you on my Ferrari California, top down.
Top down?
Let's go, we got to, it's California.
All right, let's do it.
Let's get to it. Now, before we get going, I just gotta tell you this. I have a lot of supercars and stuff, but I'm not a fast driver. I'm a 2 miles an hour so everybody sees you. I like to cruise.
Really? All right, well, let's cruise. We're in California, let's cruise.
Yeah.
Between you and me, I think Nick misses the whole point of these supercars. But hey, to each his own, who am I to say?
So what is your vision for this dealership? What do you see happening?
I started it just because of my love for cars and all of my friends saying, man, can you do this to my car? Can you find me a car? And I was like, well, this is a business. And because, you know, it was costing me so much money to actually refurbish cars, now I can get a car to where I'm really happy with it, and then I can sell it.
Right.
And make a profit.
Selling, you hoping you could make a profit.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I got some cars I want to show you, Jay.
Yeah, yeah. So what do you like doing more, comedy or music? Because you're a good comic.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I'd probably say stand-up. I love music. Music is like a passion, but stand-up is how I started and it's probably going to be how I finish. They don't really allow you to be in your 40s and 50s rapping.
No, you can't. Yeah.
Stand-up, you know, I could be like Don Rickles.
That's right, yeah.
And they say as you get older, you get funnier.
Well, you get more life experiences to draw from. You know, it's hard when you're 19 years old. Yeah, my first wife. Well, what? How old? You're 19 years old. What are you talking about?
Exactly. When I was 15 on stage, all I could talk about was like roaches and like puberty. And I was still going through that. Like that was my whole set.
When did you feel you had made it? Or maybe you don't even feel you made
actually,
it.
you know what? I don't feel that way because there's so many things that I want to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the key. I don't think most successful people think they've made it. That's why they keep going.
Yeah.
You know? So if you don't like to go fast in a supercar, why a supercar?
Because girls like it.
Girls like it. There you go. Most honest answer yet. Thank you. The girls give me a, well, because of the, no, it's because girls like it. So what was the first car with a girl, if you follow my drift?
Ooh, probably my mother's car.
Your mom's car? That's sacrilege. Does your mom know that?
Probably not.
So she's gonna find out right now.
She's about to
find out right now. Mom, I am sorry. I am sorry you had to hear it this way.
Sorry, Mom.
Oh, man.
Hey, look at this.
You remember this?
Look at this. Of course, I grew up with this. I love this. A car I can actually sit in, man. Off we go. Oh, man, this is great. On Sunday, we could put 8 in here.
Yeah.
We put 4 up here, 4 in the back.
Right.
I wish you could pull up to my church. You won't believe it if you were to do that right now today.
Yeah.
All of those black guys would be out in the parking lot going, is this a roadmaster? Back in the day, the policeman saw a black guy driving a nice car like this. They were inquisitive for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
Just to bother the guy, pull him over. Hey, boy, where you get this car from? That's what the terminology was. Hey, boy, whose car is this? They had to keep the chauffeur's hat in the back and put the hat on so the policeman would not bother them.
George, let me ask you now, what sort of encounters have you had?
Man, I was a kid in Georgia. My dad had the Cadillac.
Oh, you had a Cadillac?
The DeVille Cadillac. There was a place called the Halfway House. We get out and eat, but we had to go around to the back.
Yeah.
We got the nice Cadillac out front.
Yeah.
But the colored folks, the coloreds, had to go around to the back. All right, pull up right in front of here. Now, let me tell you about this place. This is called Jack's Basket. This is back in the day when all of the black entertainers would work in Beverly Hills and they had no place to go.
Yeah.
So somebody was smart enough to open up this place and the entertainers would come here late at night. They have the chicken, and this is way before chicken and waffles. It's probably just chicken and grits and greens and whatever, but...
So the waffle came later, is what you're
but
saying?
the waffle came, yeah.
Which came first?
Which came first, the chicken or the waffle? So they played jazz here, they had fun late at night. It was a place to hang. Can you imagine Billie Holiday, Duke Ellington, and all of those guys in here, and they were the stars.
Yeah.
Greatest thing in the world, man.
Come on, let's go to the next place. So, George, where are we going now?
We're going to a place now where a restaurant, it was like the end of Route 66 after people travel all over the country. They got to Los Angeles, this was the place. There was a man named Clifford Clinton. So this restaurant is called Clifton's.
Clifton's.
Clifton's,
Okay.
yeah.
So his first name and his last name.
This is Clifton's.
Wow.
Clifton's opened in 1935 and was called a Golden Rule Cafeteria because all customers were welcome regardless of their race or even their ability to pay for the food. Which is pretty amazing when you realize Clifton's opened in the middle of the Great Depression. With its fantastic decor, themed rooms, taxidermied animals, Clifton's has been delighting customers for over 80 years and is one of the few Green Book listings still in operation today.
Hey, guys.
I'd like for you to meet Sochi. She's from the Los Angeles Public Library.
Oh, hi, how are you?
So nice to meet you.
She has the real Green Book.
So the one you have is just a cheap knockoff reprint. This is the actual one.
Well, this is one of the original Green Books, dated 1952. So this is just the library binding, but here's the real cover. You can see some of the listings for Los Angeles here. There are about 10 hotels listed, so there really aren't that many. It's remarkable. Clifton's is under restaurants.
Yeah.
I was reading about Mr. Clifton, so he would publish this weekly little newsletter called Food for Thought.
Right.
And so it would include his philosophies, and one week a customer had complained about having African Americans in the dining hall at the same time. And so Mr. Clifton published a letter in response explaining why he wanted to have the place open for all and how there was going to be a place for everyone.
I remember reading a Time magazine. It was an old issue, and there was a letter to the editor. The letter said, "This ridiculous notion of having Negroes' names capitalized must stop."
Ooh.
It seems to seem incomprehensible now.
It's amazing. But that did happen. A lot of bad things happened.
There used to be something called sundown town, that after the sun went down, if you were still in town, you'd be jailed or worse.
Or worse.
Wow.
It was all over the whole South. And so when the blacks left the South, they would go pretty much a straight line. The people in Georgia would go to New York and New Jersey.
And before the Green Book, those travelers, they had to pack their own food. They sometimes had to pack their own gasoline, sleep in the cars if they didn't know a safe place to stay.
Of course, I've done all of that. I've done that. And when you say pack, the best food you ever had in your life, what a shoebox. Your mom would have fried chicken. She would have bologna and cheese and cookies and a piece of cake. Every African-American listening right now, they're going like, oh my God, that food was so good.
It's the old school lunchbox, huh?
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Well, George had a lunch trunk. It wasn't a lunch box. It was a pretty good size.
You see how comedians can't get along. We can't go 3 minutes without messing up a story.
You clearly love each other.
It was a lunch trunk. Speaking of lunch, let's go eat. That's what this place is famous
Now,
for.
I agree with you. And as the black people used to say back in the day, good bread, good meat, good Lord, let's eat.
Well, there you go.
How about that?
This is the Shelby Mustang, the GT500. Remember how the Beatles really broke out in England in the 60s? This was our Beatles, and it's just become an American tradition. And I just thought I would get you out of the foreign jobs, as my dad called them, and put you
That's
into
gonna take some doing,
something
Jay.
American. How many horsepower do you think this has? Take a guess.
The sounds of that engine is going to be pretty large.
760.
Wow. What's that 0 to 60?
Less than 3.5 seconds.
Can I go take a look?
Of course. Go take a look.
Wow. Ooh, look at that. I love the interior. Can I sit inside it?
Go right ahead.
That's beautiful. Wow.
Well, see, the cool thing is this car has not been officially released to the public yet, and I wanted to get someone who was not familiar with it to get an unbiased opinion. You will be the first person outside of Ford and their employees and the people who built this car to drive it.
What, before you, Jay?
Before me, I have not driven it yet.
Well, that's an opportunity I'm not going to pass
bring in
up.
a proper Englishman and see what you think.
I'd love to.
Well, we've only got 2 seats, Dave, so I'm sorry. You'll have
Goodbye
to
for now.
get back to Detroit somehow. But listen, we'll take good care of it. He'll be fine.
You're sure?
Dave,
Okay.
I'll see you
All
later.
right.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, thanks.
Ready to give it a shot?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. It's got some power.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Love the
power
sound of
corrupts
it.
absolutely. But it drives very nicely.
It does. It's surprisingly smooth.
Put your foot on it. Let's see what it'll do. Not bad. What do you think? Impressive?
Really impressive. It's got a great sound.
It's a proper car.
It is a proper car.
So what was your very first car?
My very first car, and I can answer that question with certainty.
Yeah.
My very first car, I was 28 at the time, and it was a second-hand Porsche Targa.
Oh, very nice.
And I loved that thing.
But no beater cars when you were in high school or any of that
No,
kind
I couldn't even afford a beater car.
Right.
I got my first success at the age of 27, and so the car I was able to buy was a pretty decent car.
Yeah.
And I guess, you know, that was my first taste of the American dream.
Now, what's the most foolish car purchase you've ever made?
A Rolls-Royce Wraith.
Rolls-Royce, right?
Yeah, beautiful car, but
Right.
it was like driving a boat every time I took it out.
Yeah.
Massive thing, completely senseless purchase.
But you have to do that. That's
gotta
part of
do
being a rock star.
Exactly. What is it Mark Bolan said? I drive a Rolls Royce because it's good for my voice.
Well, even though we call this the all-American car, the Mustang, the original 350 was designed by a Korean gentleman. John Chun was his name. He escaped from North Korea, went to South Korea, came to America, went to Art Center College to be a designer, and this is one of the fruits of his labor, or a descendant of it, you could say.
The American dream.
You're in America, you're finally driving an American car. You eat hamburgers, don't you?
Yeah, I eat hamburgers.
I eat hamburgers. Let's do it. All right. I think we'll make an American New Year. I'm with my old friend, fellow motorcyclist, and comedian Alonzo Bowden.
Nothing like a nice getaway in the beautiful brown hills surrounding Los Angeles.
This is my personal bike, but we borrowed one for Alonzo.
and it's his first time riding it.
How come Lawrence Fishburne gets to go on a racetrack in the BMW, and I get to go on a dirt road in the Euro? I gotta make some movies.
Perestroika, my friend! What do you think?
I hate to admit it, because if I tell you this is fun, I don't know what you're gonna put me on next.
But you know, so many of the bikes is just about going crazy fast, whereas this is the only motorcycle I've seen that only goes to 100.
I think if you can do 100 on this thing, you should win something.
Let's see how it does on this track.
He's got to be kidding. We're not actually going on a motocross track on this thing. Jay Leno has lost his mind.
What's on the other side? Oh! Boy, you feel like this thing's gonna tip over. Hey!
You okay, Jay? You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah! We are cooking now.
Oh, man, these things are a lot of fun, aren't they?
Man, this is a blast, as long as you don't flip over and kill yourself.
No, that's all right. You know, let's try hill climbing.
All right.
Let's see who can bring the other guy up the hill fastest.
All right. Ready, Jay? 1, 2, 3, go! There you go, there you go, there you go. Come on, come on, come on. We can make it, we can make it. Done. 2053.
A lot of wheel spin.
Yeah. Any tips?
No, I didn't know what I was doing. I would start it.
Think so?
Ready, set, go! Very good. Wow, now much better. Very good. Oh, I got 18 seconds.
Now that's how you climb a hill. I think you had more dead weight in the sidecar.
Well, that's true, but so far you've beat me every time on motorcycles. I got to keep having you on the show until I beat you.
Job security, Jay.
Job security. Good job, Alonzo, my friend.
This was great, man. This was great.
Feel the aggression bull strong.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever you just said.
This is beautiful. I never get used to these cars.
Let's take it for a spin. You want to give it a shot?
Let's hit a tree.
Yes, let's hit a tree.
You work hard enough in life, kids, you get to hit a tree with Jay Leno in a Lamborghini.
There we go.
Woo. You ready, Jay?
Let's do it.
Seatbelt on, my friend.
Seatbelt on.
We're gonna hit that tree, but we're gonna live.
Let's hit that tree.
What did you hate about it? Are you kidding me?
Did you ever see one of these in South Africa growing up?
You would see one every 3 weeks if you were lucky. It was still enough to stop everything.
Right. But you were a car kid growing up, right?
Yeah. My stepdad owned his own garage.
Right.
I spent most of my life fixing cars, servicing the cars.
Did you think that's what you would do?
Oh no, I hated it more than anything in the world.
What did you hate about it?
Are you kidding me? I hate the oil.
Yeah.
I hate the fingers, like the little cuts. There's always little cuts.
Like this?
Yeah, look at you.
Look at that. See,
Look at that.
Look at that little
It looks like you're in a fight club.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like all these little, it's just little cuts. They're not really painful, it's just tiny little cuts.
Look at that's like a puppy's paw.
Yeah,
Look at
exactly.
That.
These hands are made for driving, Jay.
That's right.
But I will say this, the one joy I have, I'm sure you experience it, when the car is fixed, the drive afterwards.
Yeah.
All right, let's open this thing up. Come on, we're in a Lamborghini. Let's do it.
Now, see, the thing I respect about you, and Seinfeld and I always have this discussion, you respect the art form. I mean, you're a Daily Show and making personal appearances, but you still find time to do stand-up. Because stand-up is the hardest of them all to do.
I don't find time to do stand-up. I find time to do everything else. Stand-up is why I'm here.
Right,
Right?
exactly.
Stand-up is what teaches me to write a joke. Stand-up is what connects me with human beings. Stand-up is the only reason I've been able to travel the world. Stand-up is how I got on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I respect what got me where I am. I don't take it for granted. I've always been a firm believer in love what you have and you will have what you love.
Right, right.
So don't live your life going, oh, if I can get that, then I will get. No, man, just do what you're doing now.
Right, right.
So for me, that's stand-up. I love stand-up.
Yeah.
And just loving stand-up and respecting the craft has gotten me everywhere that I've ever dreamed of going, or even beyond that.
Yeah, that's terrific. No, I think that's just great. I think that's just great. Well, Trevor, I never thought I'd enjoy being a passenger as much as I have now. This is really terrific.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you
Talking
very much.
comedy, one of my favorite things. With cars, my other favorite thing. So I know you've got a gig to get to, and obviously you're going to get there very quickly.
Thank you so much, Jay.
Thank you, mate.
I
Great
appreciate
job.
it, man.
I'm so thrilled we put you on the show back in 2009.
Can I tell you?
That was the greatest thing we ever did.
It's part of the reason I'm here today, so I appreciate
well,
that.
no, we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
That's right, kids. Jay Leno. He'll put you on his TV show and in a Lamborghini. Don't ever forget that.
Hey CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you'll find videos from all your favorite CNBC shows. Be sure to subscribe by clicking right here. Click on the videos around me and watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.